It actually is interesting because when I first got involved, it was to coach my son ultimately, and he is now too old to play. But the passion I have for the people I work with, the athletes, and bringing Judaism and sport together and children is nothing brings me greater joy. We were at tryouts just a month ago. And in today's day and age, watching 70 Jewish kids running around together and playing, vying for the same thing to go represent their city elsewhere, I get chills as much on the practice field as I do when we're out ideally winning gold medals.
I have kids at Chat and a Jewish high school, and I teach there, and there are kids that love like Israel advocacy, and they're into that. There's kids that have prayer and synagogue attendance is central to their Judaism. The Maccabi Games is a way, first of all, that brings all these different kinds of Jewish practice and Jewish identity, brings these kids together to meet other kids from all over the world. And like I said, for some of the kids, this is their main connection to Judaism.
The notes I get after the games, there's some Jewish kids who don't have a Jewish mother or a Jewish father, and when they send me an email, I'm getting chills and tear up just talking about it. When they send me an email, how it's opened their eyes to Judaism, how it's opened their eyes to other families, and I get notes from parents saying our kids are hanging out afterwards. That team that we took to Houston has been inseparable since we came back.
We've built one of the strongest contingents in the entire movement. So we went from having maybe one of the smallest delegations with one soccer team and 10 or 11 girls total to consistently the last few years we've had the largest contingent of athletes that are coming to the games, sometimes larger than even the host cities. People have asked all the time, and this has been going on for quite a long time, like, when are we hosting? We're so excited to come to Toronto. A lot of the international delegations, a lot of the American delegations, they've never been to Canada. They haven't seen what we have to offer, and they don't understand how large and how welcoming our community is. One of the amazing things about JCC Maccabi is the host family experience, and oftentimes you see kids that come and they stay with a family and they keep in touch with that family for a decade after, if not longer. Wherever you are in the world, you have a connection. There's somebody there, and you guys share so many similar values, and it's really a beautiful thing.
To actually see the engagement of the Jewish youth of Toronto and taking them to other cities across North America, and also taking them to Israel, especially at this time of craziness and mayhem. To see the Jewish engagement and the youth engagement, for me, there is no other event that engages Jewish youth the way the JCC Maccabi does.
I think it's important to go and represent the Jews all around the world, because Jews are everywhere, and it's important to know that even if, let's say, I knew girls who were coming from Texas or I don't know, wherever, places you may not think that there may be a lot of Jews, but it's nice to know, when everyone comes together, that even if we live in separate places, all Jews are still there and connected and there for each other.
JCCs are these dynamic hubs of Jewish community life, and we're always looking for new on-ramps to engage people in meaningful ways. And what the JCC Maccabi Games does for us is it brings together the entire Jewish community around a core purpose to help these teenagers really, really connect in a meaningful way to their Jewish identity and to Jewish community. These are the future leaders of our community. And the more that we can bring in and engage meaningfully, and the more that we can connect to community around something they're passionate about, the greater our future is going to be.